Let us pray. Holy God, we give thanks today for the brilliance and perseverance embodied in each and every one of our students. In a world that often rushes towards the next moment, we pause on this day to celebrate the countless hours of study, the questions courageously asked. We pause to honor the curiosity and dedication that have shaped all these academic achievements. Bless these students as they continue their journey, and may their learning ignite compassion and creativity. May their commitment to excellence and drive be a guiding light for others. And gracious God, bless our entire Monmouth College community, our faculty, our staff, our administrations, our supporters. Help them to see that it is their guidance and care that has nurtured this moment into being. May we all be reminded that education is not a solitary endeavor, but a shared and sacred trust. Amen.
Well, good morning. It is good to be with all of you today. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the 2026 Honors Convocation at Monmouth College. Thanks for sharing such a special day with us. Along with matriculation and commencement, this is one of the most significant days of the academic year, and I'm so glad we're here to celebrate it together. So today marks Honors Scholars Day. And Honors Convocation is part of that. We celebrate our students and we witness the mission of the college right here in action. So at Monmouth, we are guided, of course, number one, by these amazing people, our students. Their learning experiences, the people that support and guide them, our faculty and our staff, and the community and relationships that not only happen here but last a lifetime. Today, you all have the opportunity to see our students be recognized for their achievements. Many of these achievements, I think some of you would say, you never thought were possible, and yet here you are. This afternoon we'll showcase their work, and you're not just seeing just some of their academic milestones, you're really seeing the Monmouth spirit in action and motion. So we empower our students here as part of our mission to realize their full potential and to go on to successful careers, to lead meaningful and fulfilling lives, and to serve their communities. So today, those that will be receiving honors will be recognized individually. But I want to offer my own recognition and gratitude to a few others on behalf of the college, myself, and for helping these students make these major achievements. So they're listed in your program are many of the scholarships and prizes named today. And they are a testament to the generosity of our alumni, friends, and family of Monmouth College. They have submitted financial commitments that reflect the lasting devotion of the college and a shared belief in helping students achieve their educational goals. And so we are grateful for our alumni and donors, and some of them are with us today for their support. Family members of our honorees today, let's have you stand if you're here supporting your student. Friend, a family member, a mom, a dad, a grandpa. Okay, before I say a couple of words, let's just give them a round of applause. Feel free to sit down. You've walked right beside your student long before they arrived to the Monmouth College campus. You are the foundation of their success, and I know you share our pride and probably even brimming with even more pride of their accomplishments. Now, let me ask my colleagues on the faculty and the staff to stand and be recognized. Faculty and staff here, I know yours, all of them. It's your unwavering guidance that develops the skills and the confidence and the potential for our students. And so thank you for all your work that you do. And lastly, many people contributed to organizing today, but let me recognize Hope Reynolds. Hope, where are you? You're probably up there. She is back there, and she doesn't know I'm going to talk about her. As the administrative assistant to the dean of the faculty, she's the heart and the of them. And this is Hope's first time doing it, so nice job. We're glad you're here. Thanks, Hope. I encourage you all to attend the student presentations this afternoon as part of the Scholars Day, and it begins at 3 o'clock in the Huff Athletics Center Fieldhouse. Our students are engaged in amazing research, creative projects, and innovative work and creative works. I'm so proud of them and the faculty members that have guided them. So when you listen to them speak today, you're not just hearing their presentations, you're hearing voices of the future leaders, innovators, and mentors. And these are students that are absolutely ready for success. And I'm so excited to be the student today and learning from them as they walk me through some of their research presentations. So it's now my pleasure to call to the podium Vice President for Academic Affairs and Dean of the Faculty, my friend Mark Willhart.
Good morning. Good morning. That was more than I expected. It's delightful to see you all here this morning, and just as delightful to be able to recognize student achievements in so many ways this morning. Monmouth College's named scholarships are listed in your program. These include both endowed scholarships and those contributed annually. All are part of the financial assistance packages of the students who receive them. Many of these scholarships have great meaning for those who know the college well. Some of the scholarships are named in honor of donors or persons they seek to honor and memorialize, but each of them recognize outstanding scholarly achievement by their recipients. The names of all of our scholarship recipients are printed in your program. I would like now to have those students who have received named scholarships rise for our recognition. We continue our acknowledgement of outstanding scholarly activity by recognizing organizations to which students have been elected on the basis of their academic achievement. The scholastic honorary organizations are listed in your program. At this time, I would like to recognize the faculty advisor and new inductees of our various honorary scholastic organizations. Alpha Lambda Delta is the National Honor Society that recognizes academic excellence in the first year at college or university. Dr. Michael Prinzell is the faculty advisor, where Professor Prinzell and the following students stand for our recognition: Nora Collins, Ella Cunningham, Brody Dolbear, Corin Keener, Billy Lopato, Alexis Serpet, Jarrett Zayenga, and Addison Zamora. Alpha Psi Omega is the National Theater Honor Society, advised by Dr. Vanessa Campagna. Would Professor Campagna and the following students stand for our recognition? Zara Abbott, Maya Blackman, Delaney Fredrickson, Nix King, Maylee Huffman, and Lorenzo Ramirez. For those of you sitting down here, many of those students were up in the corral. So you had to have eyes in the back of your head to see them all get recognized. Next, Eta Sigma Pi is the National Latin Honor Society, with Dr. Bob Holshu-Simmons, faculty advisor, and the following students stand for our recognition: Sydney Burge, Ella D'Incognito, Peyton Lamb, Logan Serpet, and Calvin Wellman. The Kappa chapter of Lambda Pi Beta is the National Communications Association's Honor Society. Would the following students and their faculty advisor, Dr. Lori Walters, rise for our recognition? Emmy Bigham, Neely Cole, Peyton Crims, Ryan Finn, Ana Garcia, Riley King, Zoe Nithya, Eric Pio, Ruby Poffenbarger, and Adeline Smith. And finally, Tri Beta is the Biology Honor Society. Would Dr. Janet Ugolino, faculty advisor, and the following students please stand for our recognition? Lauren Aldrich, Julianne Drum, Natalie Holst, Talon Hunter, Chase Olson, Kinley Stearns, Danny Simons, and Ileana Wunsch. Next, we will honor individual students who are being awarded special prizes and scholarships for their academic achievement this past year. The criteria for each prize are listed in your program. Please feel free to applaud for the recipients as they come on stage to receive their awards. Please welcome to the podium Dr. Dick Johnston, Associate Professor of Business and Economics, to present their awards.
The Accounting Department Award for Outstanding Work in the program goes to Chelsea Taylor, who is also one of our winners of the John Clay Bruner Economics and Writing Contest. Congratulations. The Nathan and Laura Gaskill Accounting Prize is awarded to a junior with exceptional work in accounting and is involved in extracurricular activities. This year, the recipient is Jackie Contreras. The John Clay Bruner Economics Writing Contest winners are Owen Wolf and Yoselim Hernandez, who will also be receiving the Business and Economics Award in Economics for outstanding work in economics, and the Tom Johnson Prize awarded to a junior who best exemplifies a strong work ethic and values. The Wallace and Dorothy Riffenbark Spear Memorial Prize for an outstanding business student is awarded to Jason Huber. Finally, the Dale Whiteman Memorial Prize recognizes excellence in academics and track and field. The recipients of this award are Kayla Braun and Blake Orwig. Next, Professor Chris Goebel, Chair of the School of Communications and Creative and Performing Arts, will present the awards for art, communications, music, and theater.
In art, the Harlow Bloom Prize for outstanding work in painting is awarded to Andrea Castaneda. The Jane Graham Most Promising Artwork Award goes to Imogen Smith. The Home Again Prize is awarded to a freshman, sophomore, or junior with a piece of art that best describes their interpretation of home. The prize goes to Alyssa McCracken. The last award for the art program is the Ruth Walters-Heisen Prize in Three-Dimensional Art. The award is presented to Demise Collins. Communication, the Lee McGann Public Relations Prize for outstanding work in public relations is presented to two. First, Patrick Curry. And second, to Elena Hernandez. Elena couldn't be with us today, so I will accept her prize on her behalf. Maybe she'll take me out to lunch with some of her prize. The Lee McGann Speaker Showcase Prize goes to Lauren Aldridge. The Lois Bailey McGann Prize for Excellence in Communication goes to two people. First, Ryan Phillips. You didn't tell me ahead of time. And second, Dawson Wilson. In music, the Lulu Johnson McCoy Prize in Music for outstanding work in the music program is presented to two people. First, Kelsey Morsfelder. And second, Lorenzo Ramirez. The Gracie Peterman Showmanship Prize for Excellence in Instrumental Music Performance goes to Kent Huth. The recipient of the Tucker Peterson Prize in Music for dedicated enthusiastic involvement in instrumental ensembles is Anthony Guppy. Lastly, in theater, for outstanding work in the theater program, the Lydia James Award is presented to two. First, Callista Lithgow. And Emma Heiser. The Dean St. Ledger Award for Outstanding Work in Technical Theater goes to Ryan Ulrich. Ryan couldn't be with us today, so I'm accepting his on his behalf as well. He probably won't share it with me either. The Theater Award given to the outstanding senior in the program. This year's recipient, Edris Chavez Alvarado. Edis will also be receiving the James Young Award for Directing Outstanding Work in Stage Directing. Congratulations. For outstanding work in theater, the April Zorn Scholarship is awarded to Nix King. And for outstanding work in play production, the Play Merit Award goes to Addison Beebe. I guess I'm accepting Addison's award on her behalf as well. Will you please welcome to the podium Dr. Tiffany Springer, the Chair of the School of Education and Human Development, who will present their awards.
Good morning. The Jesse and Fieldy A. Smith Awards are given to students for excellence in pre-service teacher education. For secondary education, the winner is Parker Davis. And for elementary education, Shay Scott. For excellent work in education, the Philip J. and Phyllis Holmquist Wheeler Memorial Prize in Education goes to several students. Audrey Reitner. Keith Hornkey. In secondary, Kate Morales. and Joshua Brumbo. For excellence in psychology research, the Psy-Chi Award is presented to Isabella D'Incognito. And for outstanding senior in psychology, Allie Hoy. Also the recipient of the Dean Epley Award for outstanding work in sociology and anthropology. Congratulations. Now Dr. Chris Fasano, Chair of the School of Engineering, Science and Innovation, will come forward and present the Mathematics, Statistics, and Computer Science Awards, as well as the awards for Physics and Engineering.
We're happy to present the Paul Kramer Award for Outstanding Work in Upper Level Mathematics to Luke Jegnick. The award for outstanding work in calculus, the recipient of the Lyle Finley Prize, there are two, Caden DeJong. And the second award goes to Abby Springer. The Computer Science Award for Introductory Sequence is presented to Riley Morgan. The Computer Science Award for an outstanding senior project goes to Evan Privet. The recipient for outstanding work in physics goes to Bronte Deswar. The awards for outstanding work in engineering goes to two students, Ella Goodrich and the second award in engineering goes to Turner Plummer. Next, please welcome Dr. Audra Goetsch, Chair of the School of Health and Natural Sciences, who will present the awards for chemistry, biology, kinesiology, and related fields.
The Tri Beta Prize for the Best Research Project in Biology is awarded to Lena Monahan. For Outstanding Senior Biology Major, the David Carruthers Allison Prize is presented to Ethan Main. For the chemistry program, the recipient of the Biochemistry Freshman Award for Outstanding Freshman in the program is Ivan Iverson. The recipient of the Biochemistry Senior Award for Outstanding Senior in the program is Riley Countenance. The Chemistry Freshman Award for Outstanding Work in Chemistry at the freshman level is presented to Aiden Sensabaugh. The Chemistry Senior Award for Outstanding Work in Chemistry is presented to Peter Soutsos. For the Kinesiology Program, the Kinesiology Program Award for Outstanding Work in Health, Science, and Human Movement is awarded to Kinley Stearns. The recipient of the Kinesiology Program Award for Outstanding Work in Exercise Science is awarded to John Ross Hess. John is not able to attend today, so I'll be accepting his award on his behalf. The Kinesiology Program Award for Outstanding Work in Physical Education goes to Parker Davis. Next, we have two awards that span the sciences. The Don R. and Margaret Josephson Memorial Prize for outstanding work in the sciences is awarded to 5 students this year. I will announce them in no particular order. First, we have for chemistry, Ivy Hawkins. For neuroscience and biochemistry, we have a double major, Cassandra Nolasco.
Yeah, Cassandra!
For psychology, Isabella Diacognito. For biochemistry, Riley Kalmans. And for physics, Bronte Deswart. There are 2 students in mathematics, physics, or chemistry who exemplify the values of Monmouth College and are receiving the Robert Mentir 66 Prize. These students are Ivana Stefanova, and Owen Murray. Next, Dr. Bob Simmons, Chair of the School of Humanities and Civic Engagement, will come forward to present the awards for Classics, English, Political Science, and History.
The first set of awards are for Classics, and the first recipient will receive 4 of the awards. One of them is the Virginia K. Halligan Prize for Excellence in Latin. One is the Vicky Wine Prize for Excellence in Greek. One is the John McRobert Strauss Prize for General Excellence in Classics. And one is the Thompson Prize in Humanities for an outstanding piece of creative or scholarly work in the humanities. All those go to Jennifer Rossetti. The next award is the Harold Walston Classics Essay Award for Best Paper focusing on a topic directly related to classics. That is Bronte Deswart. And the last prize in classics for today, the Thomas G. Sienkiewicz Prize in classics is for outstanding work in the department. That goes to Logan Serpent. The next several prizes are for the English department, English program. The first is the Lloyd C. Arthur Prize for outstanding work in expository writing. It goes to John Kostich. And also Billy Lopato. Presented to a student for outstanding work in English literature, the Eva Cleland Book Award goes to Ruby Poffenbarger. The recipients of the Roseanne Webster Grant Prize for outstanding work in creative writing are several. First prize is shared by two people. I'll read them one at a time. The first for fiction, an excerpt from a novel, is Abby Zayas. And sharing that with Abby for prose poems is Demias Collins. Second prize in this category is for fiction, also an excerpt from a novel, goes to Callista Schultz. And the third prize for creative nonfiction goes to Dawson Wilson. Dawson is also the recipient of the William McKinley English Prize for outstanding work in the English program in individual study and research. Congratulations to Dawson. Honorable mention goes to 3 students. One for poetry is Imogen Schultz. And second honorable mention for a one-act play, Edris Chavez Alvarado. And the third honorable mention is also the winner of the Best Essay Written in American Survey, the Jean Clank Summers Prize. So both honorable mention and the recipient of the Jean Clank Summers Prize is Michaela Avery. The recipients of the Philip J. and Phyllis Holmquist Wheeler Memorial Prize in Literature for excellent work by a student majoring in English with a strong interest in literature are 2. First, Emma Heiser. And the second recipient is also the winner of the Urban Prize for the top research paper in an upper division history course. Both of those go to Abby Zayas. The recipient of the Garvin Davenport Prize, who excels academically in history, is Emma Deckau. Also in history, the recipient of the Douglas R. Spitz Senior History Prize with an interest in public history is Dante Sardelli. Moving into international studies, the recipients of the International Studies Program Outstanding Work Award are two, Jesse Atroidi. Because Jesse's not here, and Kelvin Wellman. So I guess they'll both be receiving their awards separately. Moving into more political science-oriented work, the Charles and Virginia Ressuer Award winners for work on the theme of integrity are Megan Carpenter, and Nora Collins. The Kenneth E. Kreitzer Memorial Prize Scholarship is awarded to a junior who plans to pursue a career in public service. This year's recipients are three. The first, Delaney Fredrickson. Next is Andrew Himsel. And the third is Ethan Potter. For an outstanding student who's committed to peace, social justice, and social change, the Brand Weapon Center Prize is awarded to Danielle Simons. For outstanding work in the political science program, the award goes to three people. One, Brady Arrhenius.
Yeah, Brady!
Next is Cameron Shook. And the third is Taylor Whitaker. And last, in my category, the Ira Smolinski Prize is awarded to an academically promising sophomore or junior student majoring in political science. The recipient of this award is Emily Leshin. I now invite Dean Wilhart to return to the podium.
It's my honor to present the Alpha Lambda Delta Awards, along with the remaining individual awards. The Alpha Lambda Delta Senior Award for an active Alpha Lambda Delta Senior with the highest GPA is awarded to Cassandra Nolasco. And the Alpha Lambda Delta Sophomore Award goes to the sophomore who is active in the society with the highest GPA. This year the award goes to Madison Springer. The Jacqueline Condon Prize recipient of this is a junior with outstanding academic achievements who also demonstrates exceptional contributions to campus life. It's my honor to present this award to Claire Labadie. Claire is also Claire is also the award winner of the Lenia Lee Powell Award presented to a Pi Beta Phi member of exceptional quality. For the senior who best exemplifies the spirit of service to others, the Charles and Ruth Huseman Service Award goes to Kelsey Borsfelder. For a traditionally underrepresented minority student involved in an active, recognized co-curricular activity and excels in academics, the Eccles Family Prize is awarded to Xavier Kemp. The Kappa Kappa Gamma Award is presented to a member or members of the sorority of exceptional quality. The recipients of this award are Lily Fleming, Danielle Johnson, Kylie Berry, Lauren Delavalli, and Addison Clark. The Lincoln Academy of Illinois Student Laureate Award for Outstanding Senior was presented earlier this year to Turner Plummer. Lastly, the M.P. Phelps Award goes to a student who exemplifies all-around excellence. This year's recipient is Bronte de Zavari. We congratulate all of the recipients of these prizes and awards, and I invite you once again to express your recognition by applause. I will now call Professor Ryan Folkleisure, Faculty Advisor to Blue Key, to the podium.
Good morning. What a beautiful morning to celebrate the scholarship and hard work of our students and their faculty and everyone in the college community. Blue Key Honor Society celebrates the traits of scholarship, character, and service to Monmouth College and the surrounding community. The motto, "Serving I Live," means I express my own talents, character, and I'm able to accomplish for the well-being of my institution, my community, and my fellow human. We recognize the following inductees, each of whom embodies these in our campus and greater community. Please stand as I say your name, and then we'll applaud at the end. Claire Lavedi, Callista Lithgow, Ethan James Clayton Potter, Riley King, Madison Springer, Cody Coyne, Demias Collins, Rylan Marr, Logan Wesley Supet, and McKenna Rum. Thank you. Honor Society President Camilla Graham will now present the Freshman and Senior Man of the Year Awards. And let me say, Camilla and her executive committee have done an incredible job this year in organizing endeavors all around campus. I don't want to recognize this.
Blue Key Honor Society, founded 100 years ago in 1924, is a nationally recognized society that salutes college students at institutions of higher education for excellence in scholarship, leadership, and service. Blue Key Honor Society bases its eligibility for members on all-around leadership and integrity in student life, high scholastic achievement, and service to others. It is tradition for Blue Key to announce the Freshman and Senior Man of the Year at Honors Convocation. The organization asks faculty and staff to nominate those men whom they consider worthy based on academic performance, leadership, extracurricular involvement in athletics and student organizations, and service both on and off campus. In the words of his nominating faculty, the Blue Key Freshman Man of the Year is in the top 1% of undergraduate students they have ever had, and has already distinguished themselves through exceptional academic performance, maturity, and seriousness of purpose, and reflects the broader qualities that make this award meaningful. He shows strong and growing leadership ability, actively taking leadership responsibility in 2 student-led projects for Scholars Day. His leadership style is grounded not in self-promotion, but in reliability, preparation, and a genuine commitment to helping the group succeed. Further, his ability to balance academic expectations, teamwork, and leadership responsibilities is especially impressive, with the character, work ethic, and potential to become a highly impactful member of the campus community. The Blue Key motto, "Serving I Live," reflects the idea that a person expresses life, talent, and character through service to the institution, the community, and others. In many ways, Caden DeJong already embodies that spirit as a freshman. Through his scholarship, leadership, potential, integrity, and contributions to team and academic life, he has demonstrated that he is not only an excellent student, but also a person whose presence strengthens the community around him. Congratulations, Caden. the words of their nominator, the Fluke Senior Man of the Year has distinguished himself through sustained academic excellence, outstanding leadership, excellent verbal communication, and a level of maturity that places him well ahead of his peers, with seriousness, discipline, and professionalism with which he approaches every responsibility. Academically, his performance reflects not only intelligence and a natural ability to organize others and to help his peers produce stronger work, he leads in a calm, steady, and constructive manner, and does not need to dominate, but leads through preparation, accountability, and consistent follow-through. He demonstrates an unusual ability to explain technical ideas in manners others can grasp, and as senior engineering major with a mechanical emphasis, has described substantial experiences through internships in process engineering and quality engineering with Titan Brooks, working on plastic processes, recycled material systems, injection molding, automation, quality procedures, and operator training while building advanced programming skills, as well as a 3D printer, autonomous golf ball paper, and presenting these on Scholars Day. He has excelled as a student athlete in indoor and outdoor track and earning honors that include Division III Track and Field All-American and Academic All-Conference recognition. He received the Monmouth College Dean's Academic Scholarship and Harmony Scholarship. The fact that he has achieved so much across campus, athletics, leadership, and professional development speaks to an exceptional level of discipline, determination, and character. Shane Anderson represents the very best of Monmouth College. He has excelled in the classroom, distinguished himself in professional settings, and consistently shown the character and judgment that makes him worthy of this award. He is exceptionally deserving of the recognition as Senior Man of the Year. We congratulate you, Shane, and sincerely thank you to the faculty and staff that worked hard to nominate the many fine Scots for these awards. Next, Mortar Board President Ella Goodrich will come forward and will recognize the new inductees of Mortar Board.
To quote one of her nominators, this year's Freshman Woman of the Year has embraced the college community and has made it better. Prior to the start of the semester, the student participated in the Sophia program, helping her group build an escape room, encouraging others to work hard in a positive manner. During her first year at Monmouth, she also founded the Running Club, became a member of the Outdoor Society, joined ASAP, and has been sweethearted into CBT. According to one of her nominators, she is a leader beyond her years, maintains composure in difficult situations, and wouldn't ask anyone to do something she wouldn't do herself. In addition to her extracurricular activities, she is keeping on top of a rigorous double major in the sciences, biochemistry and health science and human movement. As one of her nominators describes, she is the ideal freshman student, always looking for new things to try while maintaining the required focus on what brought her here. Her academics. Freshman Woman of the Year is awarded to Lexi Supret. Now for Senior Woman of the Year. According to one of her nominators, this year's Senior Woman of the Year is one of the top students, or possibly the top student, they have ever encountered in their years of undergraduate teaching. This student exemplifies academic excellence, intellectual maturity, and extraordinary promises at the highest level in the fields of physics and mathematics. Another nominator notes she brings distinction to Monmouth College through the example she sets for others. She truly has a desire to learn and to see others around her learn as well. This excellence extends well beyond her own academics and includes leadership and participation in tutoring, athletics, theater, sorority life, MJUR, and other campus activities. She has been described as postdoc level by her summer research advisors and has already begun to work on her graduate research project. Her research talks are excellent, and she does an amazing job of communicating science at a variety of levels without talking down at any time. According to one of her nominators, not only is she well deserving of this award, but that we should make up awards specifically for her. Senior Woman of the Year is awarded to Bronte Disworth. Next, Dr. Ugalingo, the advisor for Mortarboard, will come forward and recognize the new inductees of Mortarboard.
Founded in 1918, Mortarboard was the first national organization to honor senior college women. So they went co-ed in 1975 and has since grown into a comprehensive national college, senior, and recently junior honor society comprised of students who exemplify Mortarboard's founding ideals of scholarship, leadership, and service. As I call your name, please stand to be recognized as the newest members of Mortarboard. Michaela Avery, Aubrey Bowler, Ruby Dickerson, Julianne Drum, Lily Fleming, Mackenzie Gerard, Sophia Green, Riley King, Claire LeBady, Isaac Lines, Hannah McGee, and Savannah Powers. More on the second page. Tia Riddigs, Isabella Seafold, Cameron Shook, and Madison Springer. Dean Mark Wilhart will now come to the stage for closing remarks.
Before I put a bow on this occasion, a bit of practical business. After this ceremony, I would like to invite all faculty and guests for lunch in the Stockdale Center main dining room at noon. But now to one last thanks and a final note. Earlier in the program, we honored parents and friends who have supported these students in their time in Monmouth. There's another group that also deserves to be recognized. When students achieve great things, we know that there are great faculty members at work as well, encouraging students, challenging them, and celebrating with them when their successes are clear. Would the Monmouth College faculty please stand so that we can say thank you for all that you've done? Today's convocation is a testament to the hard work and the talents of our Monmouth College students, whether it's in the classroom, the lab, or in serving others across campus. It's also a testament to those who support that work and those talents, be they parents, friends, family, or the donors who give so generously. As I invite you to join with the chorale in singing in the flame of white and crimson momentarily, I want to thank you all for being here today and for taking part in this great celebration.
Let us go forth inspired by what we have been able to witness here today. The brilliance of scholarship, the strength of perseverance, and the power of community. May the Holy One bless you and keep you. May grace flow to you and through you. May light shine upon you, upon your path, and shine from your presence, illuminating the lives of others with wisdom, kindness, and love. And may the work we honor today be the beginning of an even greater good to come. Amen.